35 days and counting until the election. Tonight, as you well know, CBS News was the home, brought you first and likely the last vice presidential candidate debate. And this is all before you vote, obviously. Vice presidential nominees, we had Governor Tim Walz, of course, and Senator J.D. Vance taking to the stage in New York. And they went a little over 90 minutes, which was the initial plan. Ion Politics reporter Jack Fink tonight. Can I just say out loud, the debate felt like a good dive, I think, into the issues. Candidly lost count how many times they kind of looked at each other and openly agreed on certain points. And at the end of the night, it felt like civility reigned. And candidly, it was refreshing to see that.
Well, Doug, this was also a substantive debate. And the first question tonight centered on Iran's attack on Israel today and whether the candidates support a preemptive strike by Israel on Iran. Now, neither candidate answered the question directly, but instead they spoke about the leadership qualities of former President Donald Trump and Vice President Kamala Harris.
What's fundamental here is that steady leadership is going to matter. Now, the person closest to them, Donald Trump, said he's unfit for the highest office. That was Senator Vance.
Donald Trump actually delivered stability in the world, and he did it by establishing effective deterrence. People were afraid of stepping out of line.
Some of the most passionate debates centered around reproductive or abortion rights. Vance said the decision should be left up to the states and that he acknowledged that Republicans have work to do on this issue. During the debate, Trump tweeted he would veto a national abortion ban. Walz criticized Texas and also supports restoring Roe v. Wade protections nationally.
The catch-all on this is, well, the states will decide what's right for Texas might not be right for Washington. That's not how this works. This is basic human right. We have seen maternal mortality skyrocket in Texas, outpacing many other countries in the world. This is about health care. In Minnesota, we are ranked first in health care for a reason. We trust women. We trust doctors.
My party, we've got to do so much better of a job at earning the American people's trust back on this issue. I want us as a Republican Party to be pro-family in the fullest sense of the word. I want us to support fertility treatments. I want us to make it easier for moms to afford to have babies. On the abortion policy specifically, that we have a big country and it's diverse. And California has a different viewpoint on this than Georgia. Georgia has a different viewpoint from Arizona.
They also clashed on the economy, with Walz blaming Trump's COVID policies causing hardships, while Vance blamed Vice President Harris for rising costs and a lack of affordability.
She's been the vice president for 3.5 years. She had the opportunity to enact all of these great policies, and what she's actually done instead is drive the cost of food higher by 25%.
Versus day one was Donald Trump's failure on COVID that led to the collapse of our economy. We were already before COVID in a manufacturing recession, but 10 million people out of work, largest percentage since the Great Depression. 9 million.
Despite the disagreements on many issues, Vance and Walz agreed there is room for common ground. They shook hands twice, once at the beginning and again at the end. Election Day, as we know, 35 days away, and the polls show this race remains oh so close in the 7 battleground states. An important reminder, the deadline to register to vote in Texas is this coming Monday.